Welcome your host, Maddie Two Shoes.
Yo. What a wonderful Monday evening or daytime or morning or middle of the night to you, chat, and welcome. Welcome back. A week ago we saw each other, or Tuesday, depending what day it is for you. Could be, technically there are some places where it could still be Sunday, so it could be weekend to you. There's nowhere where it's Wednesday, right? I don't think that's how time zones work. So welcome in, friends. Welcome in Rugmat, Steffi first, congratulations. Finite grabbing that elusive not first as well. What's funny is they're both equally elusive. Kind ofly. Kind ofly? No. Oh no, battery on my phone is at 69%. Ha! Nice. Yeah. So we have to charge the phone. It's probably not good to leave it at 69%. Do we need a third redemption, Rugmat? I don't know. Like almost not first, but then somehow I don't know if it's appropriate. I don't know. And yes, the chat overlays. So the chat overlay, I will show that in a moment. It doesn't really make a lot of sense for this scene, but of course, I mean, we can technically. Splashly! Splashly, splashly, splashly! Oh my gosh, Splashly. Welcome in, Splashly. Not first. Not first. Splashly, 9 months. What are we naming our Twitch baby, Splashly? 9 months. Oh my gosh, I've completely forgotten. Oh no. Excuse me, sorry. Oh my gosh, how could I forget?
Garbage.
Nice timing on that one. How could I forget? The Mask of Subscription. The Mask of Subscription, Splashly. You also get your name on the Mask of Subscription.
Can't do it. We'll do it live.
We are gonna do it live. Oh my gosh.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Color and location,
Do it live.
Splashly.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Here, I'll give you assistance. This is what's made so far. This is what is available so far. Also, Jim, welcome in. Nice to see you. Steffi, I didn't have to work today, so Monday is technically still weekend. Yes. Joost, welcome in. Very nice to see you. The Moon people are still celebrating Flatsgrade. What's Flatsgrade? It's very interesting. Flatsgrade? I'm not familiar with this holiday of the Moon people. The peeps who got first and not first should have special chat overlay for the rest of the stream. Oh gosh, that sounds really hard to implement. How would you even do that? I don't even know. How would you even do that? I feel like that's quite complicated. In the meantime, we shall drop. And Steffi's timing on the garbage, of course. Put my name under your right eye. Okay. Catching up on chat still. Twitch baby name is right join in the right join. Oh no! Why? No! How dare you name our child something so abysmal? Ah, Why would you do that, Splashly? Right join in the right join? That just sounds so wrong. It sounds so wrong. Like you take a right join and then you have another right. It's just, makes me cringe to think of it. Thank you for the bit, Rockmat. Thank you so much. You need to find who redeemed the redemption and then color their messages on the overlay differently. Yeah, it sounds like you need some kind of custom chat overlay for that, which I do not have, as you can see. Sorry, as you can see here, this, yes, it's just garbage. It's pure garbage. Of course it's Finite's fault. Of course it's Finite's fault. There's even a clip of me reacting to right join is the best join rating me. Listen for redeem, set a current name to have special formatting. Yeah, something like that.
Right join is the best join kappa.
I think that's becoming a new meme, chat. I feel like it has the potential for a meme. It has meme potential. So under my right eye, but Splashy, what color did you want? Did you want purple? Purple mauve, like your name? We have a wide array of colors available to you. Oh, blue. Blue. Blue's good. That's cool. Left eye Lopez and right eye Splashly. By the way, if something happens, chat, today, if something happens that you think is noteworthy on the stream, I encourage you to make a clip of it, because I have a clip to play when you make a clip. Alright, here we go. Splashly under my right eye. Splash. Uh-oh, I may have misjudged the space a little. No, it's okay. All right, Splashly, here comes the reveal. Are you ready for your redemption? Here we go. I need a trumpet sound for fanfare. Here you go. Splashly, you are now under my right eye. Congratulations. And of course, thank you. Thank you for that support. It is very, 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 very appreciated. I cannot emphasize that enough. I am always truly humbled by people choosing to spend their time here. And on top of that, not only their time, but also their funds. So that is very, very appreciated. And I'm glad that we have a Twitch baby. I'm not really so pleased about the name, if I'm being perfectly honest. And I know you meant is, but in is funnier. So right join in the right join sounds wrong for a kid's name. Welcome in, Jay Walter. Splashly is also a fellow streamer of The Claw. And you are the first one now to get a shout out today.
Sorry, I forgot that I had it there.
In other news, this morning, Finite may have broken his toe on a 15-pound dumbbell Finite Jr. left out on the floor. Sadly, no one offered to call Finite a tow truck. Frown.
Oh, you
worked.
didn't.
It worked.
Oh dear. Something worked, Splashly. Well, I'm glad it worked. But maybe somebody needs to do a little bit of clip hygiene. Just a teeny tiny bit. And I think it's funny how Panther and I have started collating the shout out thing with the clips. And now we're pushing people more towards the direction of clip hygiene. Oh, Finite, if that's actually true about your toe, I'm very sorry to hear that. That sounds, that really doesn't sound great at all. I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope your toe is okay, but is it actually broken? So you walked into a dumbbell and then you broke it? Ah. See, my brother has a similar story. He was playing football indoors at a friend's house. They were playing around with the football. And he went to kick the football, the round one, British football. And he hit the floor and he broke his toe. Excuse me. He broke his toe. And so yeah, that's, yeah. That he broke his big toe actually. Ah, you broke the second toe from the little one. So the fourth toe. Ouch. I'm really sorry to hear that, Finite. That's very unfortunate. Jim, how are your new startups doing? Prospering? Multiple startups. That would be news to me. Do I have multiple startups? No, I have one startup and then kind of the project I'm working on Twitch, let's say. But it's sort of a startup, I guess, in a way. I hadn't thought about it that way until now. It is it's just, yeah, it's just a project for now. Yeah, it's just a project. Ah, you were carrying a laundry basket and the laundry basket obscured your view and then you went full speed into, oh gosh, yeah. Oof. Yeah. So Jim, to answer your question, startup as in the startup, as in the startup that I work full time at, is going okay. It's not going as well as we would like it to, but that is kind of par for the course, I would say. I may have spent too much time in the sun today, Jay Walter. Have you gotten a sunburn? I know that you have a particularly large amount of sun in your country, so this is a very big problem. I once broke a toe when I stubbed on my table's leg. Ow! Really? This is like an injury thread now. Finite is also a streamer from the Claw. Some of you may not know Finite. When he's not stubbing his toe, he's actually streaming some pretty cool stuff.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I can't thank you all enough. It's been amazing. And, you know, I know when Michael was going through what he was going through, I was on the other side of it. And it showed me how even over something like Twitch and Discord and virtually, you know, we truly are building real relationships and real friendships, and
it's a great clip.
You know, a real community. And, you know, some people would look at it and think it's all virtual, but it's not. It's real. And I thank you. Thank you all for being there.
Absolutely lovely.
Oh, you're now I gotta like dry the eyes out so I can see.
I mean, that's a very moving speech, Finite, honestly. And I don't think I could even have said it better than you did. It is so real, and I think it's a perfect transition to the first thing that I wanted to talk about today. Before diving into anything around my project or anything like that, there was just one thing that I really wanted to highlight, and that is a tweet that I saw earlier that I replied to, that I wanted to share with you all my reply to that, because I felt like I needed to say something about that. Oh my gosh, Ian, that timing. That timing was really something, Ian. Oh my gosh. And that sounded so wet. I hope your pants are okay, Ian. And welcome in. It's just, oh my gosh. Oh, that was beautiful. That was insanely awesome. That was, funnily enough, Yost, not my reply to the tweet. Definitely not. So the tweet was from another streamer asking, was another streamer, Truri, I don't know if some of you know Truri, asking about what is the #1 skill that you think streamers need? And honestly, this is what I replied, chat. This is what I replied. And if you can't read it, if the text is too small, let me just, I don't know if I can zoom in. Can I zoom in? What the? Oh, here we go. Yeah, there was Steffi, that definitely sounded like there was some additional coming. Drury asked, what's the #1 skill that you need as a streamer? And I think it's gratitude. I don't even know if this is a skill. I think this is just a mindset. Gratitude. Everyone who watches your content is worth an immense amount. They are taking their most valuable resource, time, and they are giving it to you. So always be thankful for that. And so finite, the clip is actually perfect because it leads into this first point, which is that, and Splashly, thank you for retweeting that, by the way. I appreciate that very much. It leads into my first point, which is there's so much focus around people trying to improve their stream performance and do better and become bigger and get more viewers, and that's all totally fine. People have their individual goals. And you know, I am building a product to help people with that as well. But please do not lose sight of the fact that there are, at any given time, people, real people, humans like you, sitting in front of their phone, tablet, computer, television, Raspberry Pi, I don't know what device they're using, Xbox, whatever, PlayStation, weird DVRs, who knows what devices run Twitch. And those people are consuming your content, and they've decided to give their time to watch you. And don't be mistaken, it is actually not about your content per se. Yes, what you do on your stream is important, and it's taken me a long time to understand this, and I think after like a year and a half of streaming, I slowly start to understand that most of you are actually here because of the person, because of me. And that's, for me, it's proof when I decided to cancel my Friday stream because I just had such a rough week and I was exhausted and I did not feel like I could give the energy to stream. And I felt a little bit bad. And then I canceled stream, and I knew that I owe it to everyone who spends their time watching me to not spend their time watching me be in a bad mood and be exhausted, you know? So I took that decision for both the content and for myself. And that was absolutely the right decision, and I have zero regrets about it, because I come back here today, 3 days later, with new energy, and I see everyone here, you know, supporting me and being here and lurking and all the other ways that you decide to consume content, and that's awesome, really. So I cannot emphasize this point enough. I really can't. And there are a lot of streamers, I think, that lose sight of this, who've been streaming for a long time as well, who just lose sight of this. So yeah. Apparently Finite is watching me on the LCD of your fridge. Is that even possible? How is that possible? Do you have like a Wi-Fi LCD on your fridge? Because that's really cool. Also, this light's a bit dark. 1 second. Ah, there we go. So yes. You're interrupting my snack run. I'm very sorry, Finite. I'm very sorry. Also, who did the clip? Did someone clip earlier? I thought I saw a clip. Finite, did you make a clip? Thank you very much for making the clip. I have a new clip to thank you for the clip. A clip, 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 and a clap. And then you've got your Twitch clip. Thank you very much, Finite, for clipping. It's always appreciated. And Jim, you asked a question. I will come back to your question in a moment. Definitely. Do you have a new graph format for analyzing the raids? I do not yet, but I'll come back to that in a second. Ian, thank you very much for those 100 bits. Very appreciated. Samsung Family Hub is a smart fridge with a big touchscreen. Ah, watching me on your toaster. That's kind of scary. Why are you making toast at this hour, Steffi? Next stream project. Twitch is live right now with a fridge. I don't know if anyone saw that, but anyway. Data Dev, I even watch your YouTube video stream reruns. No, really, Data Dev? You watch the reruns on YouTube? That's incredible. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's awesome. So Jim, you asked a very important question. Do you have a new graph format for analyzing the RAID curves? So I do not have that. 1 second. Got a hack. I didn't want to bring this up first. Give me 1 second, chat. Because whenever I type this word, it brings up something else, and then I don't want to show that. So we do not have a graph format yet. But I'm happy to show the progress that we've made so far. And where we are. You don't have a fridge with an LCD, I think it's pretty dumb. Not if the shopping list is on there. That's the thing, Finite. What if the shopping list is on there? Then that's kind of cool. Don't you think? Could be kind of cool. I don't know. Okay, whenever the charts decide to load. Oh, that was from the first run. Where's the comparison? Yeah. Okay. So chat, here, this is where we are right now with the product. And it's not it's not very far. To be fair, I thought I would be a lot further. How do you write the shopping list on there? What do you do when you forget your fridge at home? Don't have the fridge door LCD that has your shopping list on it. This is a very good question, Finite. So I would imagine it working like this. The LCD on the fridge is a display of your shopping list, but the shopping list is actually in the cloud. And in the cloud, the shopping list can trigger things to be ordered from the supermarket. Yeah, exactly. See, Steffi gets it. It's only smart if the shopping list connects to the local supermarket and orders the stuff you're running out of automatically. Like the, what was it called? Tide button? Was that what it's called? It is a bit bright in here, isn't it, Ian? I'm glad that you did that. Do you have a preference, Ian, for which glasses? Although I can definitely protect myself from this light mode by wearing these. I think this would do the trick. You okay with that, Ian? Dealer's choice. Wonderful. I am now sufficiently protected. Yeah, I don't bring these ones out very often. I should do them more often. Thanks for that, Redeem. So yeah, this is where we are with the product now. we had 2 raids. I deliberately took the names out because I didn't want it to be about the person who raided right now. I just wanted to compare 2 raids to show what the software is fundamentally capable of. So what you do is you have a time interval since the raid occurred, and then you can basically say how long it takes the raid to reach certain markers. So we ended up coming up with a kind of interesting system. 25% decay, 50% decay, so that's half of the viewers are no longer there. And then in 5% increments, because there is a very long tail effect to there's a very long tail effect to the raid die down. Initially, a lot of people leave, and then quite a few people stay for a long time. So basically what would happen is we would actually need to monitor this for a lot longer, so that we could have up to 100%. And we don't have those times for here because, well, basically my stream wasn't long enough for those raids to decay fully to 100%. And in case that someone is wondering what decay means, decay is like with radiation and other things that like the word decay, how much it's going down. So 25% decay means if you had 10 viewers that, okay, it's a bad example, but 2.5 of them left in the first 4 minutes, for example. So we here, basically you read the chart like this. From raid A, which was 179 raiders, it took 25 minutes for the raid to lose 55% of its viewership. So yes, also these are fogging up. Give me 1 second. These glasses are chef's okay, you have to write milk, eggs, ketchup stuff on my fridge door with your finger? No, it's like an app interconnected, blah blah blah, you know, all kinds of cool stuff. Your new dishwasher wants Wi-Fi access. That's also very alarming. Yeah. I know you're asking a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions around smart devices. But yeah, this is essentially how far we got to. And so what I did over the past few days is I spent some time talking to someone who is very, very, very deeply familiar with Twitch, I would say logic of how Twitch as a platform works. I can't really say too much about that, but that person answered a lot of my questions that I had. I prepared a little screencast to send to them, and they answered a ton of my questions that I'd had, and basically I came to the right conclusions. Half a viewer, how does that work? Yeah, no, that's why I said it's a silly example with 25% decay. It's just averages, right, Jim? So 25% decay of a raid with 10 people is somewhere between 2 and 3 people. Yeah. I'm only considered half viewer because of my love for right join. Finite's on the right track there. Finite is on the right track with that kind of statement. So yeah. Wow, these fog up so fast. Makes it even more difficult to see. So yeah, so I was able to determine 2 things. Oh, I really can't see with these. It's nuts. Okay, we got a hack. 1 second. You're not supposed to show anything anymore. Right join lovers surely do not count at all. They do count, but only when the left join is not null. Basically. Something like this. Okay, I think these are gonna warm up too much. So we'll probably take them off for a minute. Okay, Miro is loading, chat. We have to wait a few seconds while the Miro loads. So essentially, this is the scope of the project. And to make it very easy for you, because you don't need to see the mirror board all the time, I have a little project thing now on the top of my stream. So if you look at the very top, there's now a little what do you call those things? Linear arrow. My board is too big. No, too small. This is only 33% zoom. This is only 33% zoom. There's way more space. Flowchart. Thank you, Steffi. So there's a little flowchart on the top. Whenever someone asks me where I am, I can just say, oh, I'm on that stage. Also, I should probably put it on a button. I just realized. That would actually be pretty useful. Anyway, so the idea is we want to do one feature. Sorry, I'm zooming in here so we can actually read it. We want to do one feature, which is raids. So we're working on raids, and raids has 3 aspects to it. Can't imagine whose stream got that idea from. yeah. I think you know, Steffi. Yeah. I've had that idea for a long time, and then when that person did it, I was like, I really should just do it now, because it just makes so much sense to have it. Anyway, so, okay, so this whole feature thing is about raids. And basically, I've been gearing towards the data modeling part for 3 features within this first sort of raid decay thing. Number 1 is raid decay as percentage of raid size. So we already have the logic for that. The second thing is compare all the raids together, so we can see every single raid and compare all of them, which we can do as well. And the last part is more tricky, and that's where I might need some advice from all of you, chat, which is why I am in the streaming category, which you may have already noticed. I think Steffi noticed that I was in a slightly different streaming category today, about active passive bot distinction. It's about basically saying, if I have a bot in my channel like Commander Root, for example, it's about identifying them as a actual, how do you say, as an actual bot versus, you know, versus just a passive viewer. And I didn't want to use the word lurker because it has a lot of negative connotation. So basically what I discovered is that we can only do that if we know. So bots is fine. I already have a product that I built that I can identify bots with, so I can take that same logic again. But active versus passive requires me to look in chat, because it could be that someone doesn't do any redemption, that they like all of the things that are possible in a Twitch stream, like they don't subscribe, they don't contribute bits, they don't clip anything, they don't vote in the poll, they don't raid you, they don't host you, they don't participate in a prediction, they're not mod, they don't use channel points like for a redemption. All they do is just write something in chat. We would need to monitor IRC for that. I think that's the only way, unless somebody here actually knows a different way. I think that's the only way. Jim says, I am semi-passive viewing and participating. So Jim, you would be classified as active because you've written something in chat. And active and passive, neither one nor the other is better. It's just a distinction of saying, you know, 100 people came from the raid, and out of those 100 people, 25% dropped off in the first 4 minutes, and out of those remaining 75%, 65% are passive, and 35% are active, something like that. It's just about that. And I think that could be really interesting, but I don't actually know how to do this. I don't know the first thing about parsing IRC. That's what's really difficult. And Finite, you're here, so you can probably tell me that I have no idea how to do it. What if all my messages are passive aggressive? Does that change your score? No, it doesn't. You're still just active. You can help me parse IRC. Awesome. So before we get into that, chat, I have big news. I have received access to a tool called StreamerBee. Does anyone know? Sorry, StreamBee, not StreamerBee. Has anyone ever heard of StreamBee? Their website is basically a cross between light mode and dark mode. They've gone with yellow, which I don't know if that's good or bad. Tau parses IRC for you. Ah, right. Yes. Okay, that could be very useful. We'll probably need a disallow list of known bots to exclude Nightbot stream elements. Yeah, exactly. So you will have a list of bots, and then you'll have everybody else in the active or passive category. Ian, I have not, but then again, I do live under a rock like Patrick. Oh, really? Okay. Is it comfortable there? Probably quite chilly. They were new to me. The team page has 12 people on it. Vote. Oh yeah, we should run a vote. Let's run a poll. Let's answer this with data. Let's do it. It's loading my poll. Question. Have you heard of StreamBee before today? I'm saying before today because I know there's a bunch of smart butts in here who are gonna say yes, but it was today. We're gonna run a poll. We're gonna run it for 2 minutes. Good idea for engagement, Jim. Very good idea. I see why they went with yellow. Yeah, I mean, it's on brand. It's on brand. So I just want to do, because I've had it active now. I've had it active in my channel for 3 streams so far. Well, 2 actually, formally. Let's get rid of this project status thing. Okay, so I've had it active in my channel for some time, and I'd like to just compare something quickly. See.
Put my faith in data, information. Ones and zeros never lie.
Let's just compare something here for a second. So here's the landing page, right? This is StreamBee and this is justinnumbers. Grow your stream with actionable analytics. StreamBee translates data into actionable insights, helping you to make better streaming decisions. justinnumbers, the most advanced real-time analytics engine for your Twitch live streams so that you can improve your content and recognize certain indicators without being a data nerd. I mean, to me, these projects sound very similar. The wording is different, but these 2 projects sound very similar. So interesting, 4 people have not heard of StreamBee before today. That's 100% so far. Not a single person heard of StreamBee. That's interesting. How many of you have heard of justinnumbers before today? Although I think that's a bit biased. So basically, StreamBee is the same thing as justinnumbers. At least on paper. Ones and zeros never lie, but interpretation can skew results. I have not, but for some reason I didn't see the poll in chat. Oh, I'm sorry, Ian. That's okay. 100% of you have not heard of StreamBee. Okay, so the idea behind StreamBee is basically They want to do the same thing that I want to do. They want to analyze your stream and give you they want you to understand everything. And most important for me is this part. They want to give you actionable tips. So they want to transform numbers into context to help you. And the tips are customized to your channel and scaled to your audience. Justin, what now? Never heard of that. Exactly. Exactly. So let's take a look. Let's take a look, because honestly, I have some comments about it. And if anyone from StreamBee is watching, feel free to also comment if I get something wrong. But this is how I interpret the solution for now. So as you can see, there's a dashboard here. The dashboard lists the past streams that you've had. This is the last stream from last Monday. Less hair, more code. I know I forgot the word more. Okay. So on this dashboard, they give you like all these different indicators about what happened on your stream. And they tell you about certain things that happened, like clips, which is cool. They tell you about average position, which is the rank of your stream within the rank of the category. So my position in the category, the top position in the category was 5. So at some point I was in that category page. I was on the top 2 rows. And I held that position for some time, actually. That was most certainly due to a raid. We had peak viewership, follower gains, all that kind of stuff. And they show you this stuff on a chart, which is cool. How do they get rank data? Is that available from the API? Yeah, so they're obviously collating some stuff from the category itself. So they're just getting all the streams from the category. Hi, Jake, by the way. They're getting all the streams from that category at that time, and then checking where you are in that category based on viewership and just sorting it. It's relatively straightforward to do. Relatively straightforward. Yeah, you even have the links to your clips here. That's all hunky-dory and very cool. So if you want to see different things, you can go to your last stream. So you can scroll through each stream, but you can also look at like last stream specifically. Also the performance of their app. It's still very much a beta, but the performance is already not that great. I'll just say that. I don't have great performance for it. It may just be me, but the site is quite laggy. Yeah, exactly, Steffi. It's a bit laggy. I don't know what it's built in. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. All that matters is my experience with it right now. And it will matter in a second, because I'm gonna come to a very what they call hot take, probably. So there's all these cool things that they offer you. And the one thing that I really wanted to see was this engagement stuff. With like peak interactions and interactions per viewer, and this all really cool stuff. Channel point redeem is definitely wrong, because I know that a lot of channel point get redeemed on my channel. Polls definitely correct, because there were 0. The top chat command being drop also makes sense. What doesn't help me right now is that I don't see where these tips are. I don't see where these tips are. I mean, there are, if I go to like time slot, for example, and I go to view details, then they overlay all the different streams. Okay, there's only 2 for now, but they overlay the time this stream started and ended compared with previous streams in the context of viewers. So I started this around the same time all the time. So you could compare about which time slots worked best when, in theory. But I don't see where these tips are. So maybe it's just because I don't have enough data for them to parse, because there's only 2 streams in there. Which is maybe not enough for them to kind of give you some suggestions. But that being said, I still have a major gripe with this software. Just like every single other third-party analytics site for Twitch data. And to be honest, Twitch's own analytics data as well, although that's where the problem stems from, right? We're all trying to improve upon what Twitch is not offering you. The number one gripe I have with this software, just like every single other piece of software that I've seen, which is why I'm building my own, is because they are approaching it from a developer point of view. And this is nothing against developers at all. They are approaching the problem from a development point of view. What that means is they're saying, ooh, what features do we need? And putting all of those features into this tool. So they're giving you all of this data, like engagement. They're giving you all of these statistics, and they're ignoring the most blatantly obvious thing that every single third-party tool does. All of them make the same mistake. Jay Walter asking, why are we in Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? That's right. We're in this category because I'm asking all of you this question. Why, oh why, like why do all of these software solutions treat us like we are data analysts? We're not. I am, but we're not in general. Streamers are not data analysts. Who expects a streamer to understand how to interpret this page with 5 to 10 different statistics and metrics on it? It's just simply, it's idiotic. It doesn't make any sense. From a product design point of view, you are just forcing upon the end user who you want to pay for your product something that they fundamentally reject. There are so many streamers today that don't look at their statistics because they also don't understand what they can do with it. So that's why StreamBee has the, oh, here's the tips and tricks we want to have personalized for your channel. That's the single most important part of this entire solution. Everything else can basically be thrown into a pod that you don't see unless you actually turn on like advanced mode or something. All of this stuff is completely unnecessary, and I'll explain to you why, okay? Peak interaction, okay? Peak interaction, 45 minutes into my stream, 45 minutes into my stream, there were 41 interactions per minute, I think it is. Yeah, now what? What do I do with that? There is literally nothing that I can do with this chart informationally, because all it tells me is about interactions in my stream. It's like, oh, that's interesting. But that's the problem. All of the third-party tools are telling you data that's like, oh, that's interesting. Who wants to spend time looking at that if there's no takeaway? Clearly, you wait until 45 minutes into your stream to ask for subs and bits. Absolutely finite. Absolutely. If you know when people are most active, that's when you should push your agenda to ask for donations. Absolutely. 100%. Jake, I wonder how much it costs for them to run all these scrapers and bots. I don't know. I don't know. And Steffi, that's exactly correct. What you said. I'm gonna bring this on here. It's just a collection of stream metrics, which is cool, but what are you doing with that data? It's not useful to you as a streamer, which is why I'm building a product that is inherently useful to you. Because what it tells you is, what it can tell you is, okay, I got a raid from this person, which was from this content category, with this many viewers, 179 raiders, and it took them 71 minutes for 75% of that raid to leave my channel, to no longer watch my content. I had another raid with half that size, and it took them twice as long for the same amount of people, proportionally 75%, to not watch my content anymore. What that tells me is that the size of the raid in this case was irrelevant. The size of the raid did not matter for my content. What mattered was who was the raid coming from, what category were they in, and how much overlap was there in our communities, for example. Were we in the same category at the time? Was I streaming something that was similar to what the other person was streaming beforehand? It has nothing to do with actual raid size. But in a solution like StreamBee is telling you, they're just going to show you a raid. And by the way, they don't even show you raids here, which I think is absolutely weird that they don't show you raids. This is most certainly a raid here, right? And they know when a raid happens. They don't even show you the raid, but they don't even show you the viewership decay from the raid. So you can't make any kind of you can't draw any conclusions. So while I appreciate what they're trying to do with the tips, which if I would see the tips here, I would think that's super cool. It's simply just another solution on the market that does exactly the same thing as Sully Gnome does, as all the others do, which is pull out 2 pages worth of some kind of metrics for you without actually having anything that you can turn into recommendations for your stream so far. The only thing great about this is that my peak viewership was 69. That's literally the only thing. It's also choppy. How much of it is noise versus deterministic? That's the other thing, Finite. No one here, not a single streamer, in my opinion, really, probably less than 1% of streamers truly understand what signal noise and deterministic data actually means. Which means that showing someone this kind of chart is so dangerous if you don't show them that that was a raid. Because what they assume is, oh my gosh, so many people came into my channel. If they're really a novice streamer, they might not remember that they got a raid, right? And then you're telling them, oh my gosh, 55 minutes into my stream, I got such a big boost in viewership, I should start my stream 1 hour later. That would be just bonkers as a recommendation. Like, that wouldn't make any sense for me. To defer your start time by an hour, that would only make sense if this was the chart without raids, consistently for several weeks, on several different days of the week even, perhaps. What it tells the streamer is the kinds of interactions that are engaging viewership. See, that's the problem, Jim. You still have to scrub your VOD to figure out what it was that actually triggered something. If we look at engagement, okay? My body is not efficient at turning food into code. This was my last stream on April 11th. That was exactly a week ago. And if I go to interactions, all I know is that here, at 45 minutes into the stream, there was a ton of interactions. But I still have no idea what it is. I have no breakdown here. I don't have a breakdown between chat messages, polls, predictions, channel rewards, for example. If a live streamer does not interact with chat within 10 minutes of someone saying hello, then I usually move along. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, it's fair. Your messages can get lost. That happens. When chat is really busy. That can happen, that it gets lost, but a streamer should not be ignoring chat deliberately for a long amount of time, unless of course that's your thing on stream, where you're like, oh, I'm not looking at chat for 20 minutes or something. And there are streamers that do that too. So yeah, for me, it's just, again, like, you're just showing someone all of these different charts and they have no idea how to interpret these charts and move forward, right? And that's why I do not want to I do not want to go in this direction of forcing charts down people's throats of people who don't have experience reading charts. That's ultimately the point. And charts are like all over the place now. Like the world is full of charts. And I don't think that's necessarily a good thing, to be honest. I mean, I've made a lot of charts in my day. Hell, I'm even guilty of it now. I made a chart for you right here to explain this. I don't think this is a particularly good chart. I don't think this should even be in my final product. I think what should be in the product is probably something that is more digestible than this. And that's why it's so hard to build this. And that's why there are so many other tools out there. Because they didn't take the time, in my opinion. Again, I'm not knocking any of them. They're all very smart people, no doubt. But none of them actually took the time to figure out what it is a streamer actually needs versus what streamers ask for. And that's the problem with product development, is if you ask someone what they want, they'll tell you, I want more data about my stream. And then you know what? Then they deliver this. And then someone looks at it and they say, honestly, there's no other way to say this. They look at this and they go, this, you know, like, what am I supposed to do with this? Charts have a very specific purpose. That's right, Jim. Charts have very specific purposes. But when someone looks at this, honestly, even I get overwhelmed. And I have 10 years experience in data analytics, and I get overwhelmed looking at this. I have no idea what I'm supposed to take away from this. And all of the solutions are exactly the same. All of them. I'm looking forward to seeing the tips part, because that is, I think, the most promising aspect of this software. None of the other tools like Sellinome and Twitch Stats and all the others, they don't have recommendations for your stream in there. If they can build out the recommendations, if they can really focus on that, that's going to be very, very powerful. It's going to be very powerful. If those recommendations are good, that's the thing. Which I'm not sure if that's possible. That's the thing. Random insight I've seen in my streams. Okay, finite. Looking at my viewer count, if I have 30 plus viewers, my viewer number spikes when Roscodes is redeemed every single time. Is it because Roscoe brings in the peeps? Probably. Is it because people see a dog in the face cam and my stream is in the top few rows of the category and it looks different? Probably not. We don't want Roscoe to think it is him. It'll go to his head. That's an interesting it's an interesting thing, Finite. So one thing that we would typically do to rule something out is use a hypothesis and test it. And the thing is that with a live stream, it's impossible to do that because you would need two of you. So you can't go live with two variants of your stream at the same time. You can't go live with two different titles. You can't go live with two of you where one of you is Roscodes and one of you is you. Like, it's just not possible. So to statistically completely eliminate the possibility that Roscodes is causing the bump or Roscodes is not causing the bump and it's just coincidence every time, you'd have to test it another way. You'd have to find another way to test. Thank you, Ian, for spamming those emotes. And it's quite difficult to engineer those tests, to be fair. I don't think it's necessarily quality interaction. I think it just catches people's eye a bit. My chat interaction with new people doesn't seem to increase much, but the viewer number goes up 10 to 15%, and that slowly goes away afterwards. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, correlation causation, I would say. Like, when Roscodes comes out, the viewer count goes up. It's certainly possible that it's because of Roscodes coming out. But it could also be that the viewer count going up is... So that's normally delayed from Twitch. It's delayed by usually 2 to 3 minutes. So it could be that the viewer count going up actually happened before, which meant that Roscodes got redeemed as a channel point because there's more people in chat. And thus, Roscodes comes out. That's certainly possible as well. I haven't looked at the data. But I've also noticed it's only what you're a higher number already. So that would support the second variant, actually. That basically, because there's more people in chat, more people are likely to have enough channel points to afford ROS codes. That's also the thing, is right. But these are all very speculation. What I wanted to go into is basically, I'm not afraid of other people building software that does the same thing as me at all. I have no problem with people trying to move the needle, and even I even support the fact that there's more software going in the direction that I want to go, because it raises more awareness for the topic. They're doing a lot of work, and again, they're like a team of like 12 people or something. They're doing a lot of work informing people about how important analytics is for your channel, which I then don't have to do. However, I think their approach is fundamentally, with most of the software, again, the tips and recommendations part is what I'm not talking about, but with the rest of the software, their approach is basically identical to all the others, which I think is a major point of failure. I don't think that it really addresses the need of what streamers actually need. I think it only addresses what they said they want. And product dev is hard, for sure. I'm not going to pretend like I know it or that I'm an expert in it at all. But I do know that streamers don't need more charts. It's very simple. Streamers have charts already. There's 20 different platforms you can go to get charts. Adding more charts isn't the solution. So I just wanted to spend a few minutes to devote to that at the beginning of the stream. And the reason we're in this category, and we will switch categories now. The reason we're in this category is because I think we're being treated like children. Honestly, I just think it makes me a little bit sad, but I think streamers are being treated like children, because content creation involves understanding data, and yet no company that I have seen yet, no company has been able to provide me with the insights that I need to actually improve my content on Twitch. You know? And I think that's really, it's childish. In a way, it's like, it's even almost sad if you think about it, that there are millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of content creators on Twitch every day that have literally no information about what's really happening on their stream and how they should interpret the data in an easy way so that they can make informed decisions about their content. And that's kind of sad, because there's people putting in all this time and effort, and at the end of the day, all they're being shown is like 50 charts on a page. And so I get the feeling like being treated a bit like children. I just don't think it's fair. As if it's like, oh yeah, if we just give you a couple charts, it's totally fine, because you know, it's enough, right? It's totally enough for you. All you can do is just, you know, do your stream, log in, and you're good to go, right? And that's it. I think the problem is Twitch doesn't care. They have the audience, they make some off advertising, and in that way the users are the product. But for the most part, they are making it through subs, cheers, and so you and me and the other streamers are the product, not the customer. They don't have to make us happy, because what good does that bring to Twitch? And frankly, it's not even you and me that are the product, it's the top several hundred streamers at any time, which we are far from being, that bring in all the money. That's a very good point, Finite. So 2 things about that. Firstly, we are most certainly not a customer for Twitch. We are the product, because we're costing Twitch money. Smaller streamers, it costs Twitch more in infrastructure costs than we bring in terms of revenue for them. I'm quite certain about that. I've seen all the calculations. I know how much servers cost roughly to run. Even AWS, like their own server internal costs. A smaller stream is not going to break even for them. So we cost them money. So yes, the top several hundred streamers are their customers in theory. The rest of us are part of the product. The customer is advertisers, brands who want to advertise on Twitch. That is Twitch's customer. That's Twitch's main model, actually, for revenue. Is besides creators, you know, it's actually them booking ads on the site. That's kind of how Twitch makes money. So of course, anything that endangers that isn't good for Twitch. And that's where things get interesting, Finite. See, because the conclusion you can come to, though, I thought their revenue was by far more from subs, cheers, etc., and that the advertising was a small amount of their revenue. I don't know what it is in proportion. I really don't. But advertising is still a substantial pillar, I believe. I don't know if it's like half or 20% or whatever. Here's what gets really interesting though. Advertising revenue is directly tied to viewership on the platform. See, because if there's 10 people in your stream and you show an ad, 10 people get shown an ad, assuming none of them are subbed, none of them have turbo, etc. But if you have 100 people in your stream, 100 people are shown an ad. And so for Twitch, they do have an inherent interest for you to have as many viewers as possible so that you can show them ads. You'd seen an 80-20 being split. Yeah, I could see that being possible. I don't know. I really don't know.
I close my eyes only for a moment, and the moment's gone. All my dreams pass before my eyes. A curiosity. Dust in the wind, all they are is dust in the wind.
Ian, what's this from? And that's part of the problem. Looking at the overall stats on Twitch growth, it's not growing very fast the last couple of years. There was a huge bump in March 2020, but since then it's been flat, and 2022 is looking like it might be going down. So here's the problem, Finite. That's right. That even, yeah, overall Twitch as a platform might not be growing. But what's really the thing that irks me is that all of these stream tools are based on getting more. And this is the thing that really grinds my gears. Look at this, okay? Twitch's system is a kingmaker system or a queenmaker system. It means that whoever has the most views comes to the top of the category. And all this chart does is reinforce this. And honestly, this sucks major, because I don't agree with that system. A lot of us don't measure ourselves against being the top rank in that category. I literally don't give a if I'm 10th or 50th in software and development. I really do not care, because that's not my stream goal. And I can imagine that for a lot of streamers, it's not their stream goal to be top of the category. They may just want to fulfill a certain financial target that they have. And that has nothing to do with where they are in the category. So all of these things are engineered to create bias for a system that is fundamentally broken, in my opinion. And yes, Finite, that's exactly correct. When you are in a higher average position, you are more discoverable because there is no discoverability on Twitch beyond the category page's first 2 rows. And that's exactly the problem. If people keep pushing this, it will never change. Ever. The more people continue to talk about top viewership and number of viewers and number of chatters, the more people do that, the more that the discussion doesn't go to other metrics that might be better in terms of measuring quality. For example, very simple example. Why isn't this raid decay? Why isn't this a Twitch metric for their recommendation algorithm? I'm not saying it isn't, it may be, but Twitch doesn't show this to you in any way. So a channel gets a big bump in viewership, okay, which means that a lot of new people are coming into that channel who've never seen that content before. That's generally the case with a raid. There will be some people who might have been there before, but a lot of people will be new to that channel. Twitch would know at that time who's ever been in that channel before. They have that information. So out of 179 raiders, they would know, yeah, 20% have been here before, 80% are new. They could calculate the decay for those viewers. They could do that, and they could come up with a system where they say, these are the markers, how long it takes for those points of decay to be reached in the stream. That is what fuels the recommendation algorithm for Twitch. Again, that's one input because not everyone gets rated all the time. I understand that. But they could go to other metrics. They could go to another system that isn't just based on pure viewership as a measure of whether a stream is entertaining or not, or good or bad. They could do that if they wanted to. But I don't think they want to. Because it comes back to Twitch's customer. Twitch's customer are the advertisers. The advertisers want to show ads. Therefore, the more viewers in a channel, the better. Twitch doesn't care about any of the other metrics. They only care about viewers, which means their system will never change. So you as a content creator, you need to decide for yourself if you want to subscribe to that system and be measured against EQC or Trainwrecks or all of these huge streamers that pull in hundreds of thousands of viewers per month, or if you want to come up with your own system and your own metrics for yourself about what you think is relevant for your stream. Noob, welcome in. Which product won? It's obvious, right? JustinNumbers. I mean, look at this thing. This thing is amazing. Look at this. Finite says, I struggle to see why Twitch wouldn't want to keep its Kingmaker system. I guess they can scale out easier with very concentrated streams like they currently have. Yeah, so Twitch's Kingmaker system is attractive for Twitch until they lose them. That's the only problem. If a streamer like Ludwig, who was pulling serious sub numbers, like 250,000 subs, okay? That's serious revenue for Twitch. If that person leaves Twitch, that revenue disappears, essentially, instantly for them, within 30 days. And that's why leaving Twitch as a platform is so deadly if Twitch only focuses on the top 1% of streamers, or 0.01% or something. So yeah, Twitch likes its Kingmaker system, but whether that's future-proof, I don't know. Jim, I find that you and Finite like to 1. Learn new things, 2. Educate your viewers, 3. Engage, and 4. Entertain, not necessarily in that order. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. I would love to have a category on Twitch called edutainment. I would even settle for education, to be honest. But I feel like edutainment would be the best category because I'm trying to kind of find that line between educational content and entertaining content at the same time. It's not so simple, by the way. Noob, how are you doing? Are you feeling better at all? I heard you were feeling a bit rough, and I hadn't seen your streams in a while. But that being said, we can certainly do a little shouty shout for Noob and see what kind of clip we get.
Now we can switch it up. They're starting to suss at me. They can't find out I'm working.
Oh, that was a very short clip. Okay. Unfortunately, the whole mixer thing set back changes to Twitch by likely a year or more. A few big streamers left to Mixer, it folded. They, to a large extent, came back. YouTube's growth has not been exactly fast in the streaming space. Until Twitch has to truly compete for big streamers on a much larger scale, there will be no change, in my opinion. I agree, Finite, but it's happening. It's already happening, I think. Twitch has already lost a couple people to YouTube gaming recently, and I think it will continue to happen. Mr. Demon Wolf, wait, it shows a clip? Yes, I have a shout out tool for showing clips, because I think it's cooler to see the streamer that I'm shouting out. Bad clip, the usual. I started to clean them up, but thanks for the shout out. That's okay, Noob. No problem. Still feeling meh, still coughing too often. Maybe this week I'll be cured. Yeah, let's hope so. I hope to see you streaming again soon. So yeah, speaking of streams, this is how everything is running, right? There is software in the background called Tau, which is doing all of the grunt work. We can see we had all of the events coming through here. You can see everything coming through. What's happening on my channel. That's being saved to a database. Additionally, I'm running some software that goes and gets additional data points. And so I've been building up that whole thing and building up all of that data. So now we have all the information that we need in one place. So if we would compare a raid, for example, or whatever, Twitch is killing their own platform slowly. If they don't fix the issues soon, they will lose more big streamers. Yes. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I agree with you, Demon Wolf. It is, however, very different for us kind of edutainment, science and tech, software and game dev streamers, because we are in a niche. We're in such a teensy tiny part of Twitch. And it's actually nuts if you think about it. Someone like Learn with Leon pulling 7,000-8,000 viewers is still a small just chatting stream sometimes. Those are certainly anomalies though. Some more the peak viewership in game dev, science and tech or software and game dev categories is mostly in the sort of peaks is sort of 700 to 900 range. I hope they need a wake-up call, and I hope YouTube doesn't snatch defeat from the jaws of victory and screw it up. Though Alphabet, who knows, they might randomly decide to kill off YouTube streaming just because. I don't know. I mean, could go anywhere. It could go anywhere. I think Twitch is going to be around for a while, though. Twitch is going to be around for still some time. It's going to take quite a bit to actually kill Twitch completely. I could also see them selling it to someone else at this point. I could see that happening, which would be weird. YouTube sucks for streaming, but they're doing good somehow. The worst platform overall is Facebook gaming, aka boomer gaming. I mean, honestly, it's just very different for gaming and tech streaming. I've never tried streaming tech on YouTube. I feel like it would be weird. I looked at like the features and stuff, and like the fact that there's no channel points for a small streamer, that's pretty much the nail in the coffin. Like, you can't expect a stream of 30-40 people.
Hey Matty, did I tell you I wrote a song about a tortilla?
Did you, Alan? You wrote a song about a tortilla.
Well,
What is it called?
It's really more of a rap.
Oh, I'm such a sucker for those. I thought it was gonna be the title, Alan. I thought it was gonna be the title. But nope. It was even better. 10 out of 10, Alan. 10 out of 10. Gotta keep you guessing. Indeed. Indeed. But the clip of the Mortal Kombat one that gets me every time. Rap out of 10. We'll buy again. My knee is swollen and my hand hurts bad. From... Because it's a slapper? Also, hi, Alan. Hi. Hi. So before we get started on the data, I just wanted to tell you about two things. So we made a lot of notes here. I said earlier in the stream that I talked to someone who was deeply knowledgeable about Twitch logic. And it was very interesting because I came to the conclusion here. I don't know where it was that I wrote it. Yes, here it was. Conclusion. Chatter's derived metrics always have a minimum window of 5 minutes. So this is great because the person I spoke to about Twitch's chat logic, so TMI, about chatters, not actual chat messages, but chatters, this was the conclusion of that I should, in terms of like detecting when someone is in chat, if I'm not parsing actual chat messages, if I'm just going over TMI's endpoint, then it makes 100% sense to have a 5-minute interval there. So that's really cool. And the other thing was about detecting users from a raid. So this is what we started last time. Should probably highlight this somehow. This is like the final query. And basically, the way that we detect people from a raid is when we look at the difference in membership and chatters. And what this person was telling me is that there's always a portion of people who are viewers who are not chatters for whatever reason. There's a lot of reasons for that. And that for small streamers, that could be anywhere from 70 to 90%, or even lower, it could be 60%. And so it's not super reliable in that sense, but it's at least consistent in that, like, it will always be that way. So that there is no logic, not entirely finite. Basically, the logic is the relationship between viewers and chatters is very different. At least with the raid, we know how many viewers came in. That is like the maximum amount of people who could have come in. And we basically just look for everyone who is in chat who wasn't there before, knowing that we can never get 100% of the raid, because not everyone from the raid will be in chat, statistically speaking. Would the viewer count number be better? So the problem is finite, that we can't split them out. We can't say Twitch just reports the view count every 2 minutes. So we have that data. Let me show you. If I go to the Twitch stream, we can ping the viewer count number every 2 minutes, right? The problem is that you can't detect how many of those viewers came from the raid and who they are. and how that decays over time. It's just a rolled up number. And that's the problem. If you look here, where is it? You can see I have the viewer count here. The problem is that if you get a raid, you can't separate out the raiders, and that's very important. So chat, listen, I'm gonna take a very short break. I need to see a man about a horse, as they say. We're gonna run a short ad, and I'll be right back. We're gonna like max like 2 minutes, so just stay with me. I'll be right back.
Garbage.
Who's that Pokemon?
You can see the pain in my eyes. I'm on the edge, ain't been right in my mind. Running up, niggas better think twice. They must have thought I died.
I think I am getting a text message. Bloop. Ah, there it is.
I have to say, Ian, that seemed like a bit pay to win there. Not gonna lie. Thank you for all of those biddies. I appreciate that. I saw you were having fun while I was not here. That's always good. Finite. So you're actually tagging if a new chatter who came in with the raid, or you suspect they came with the raid, drops off the chatters list. That's exactly what we're doing, Finite. That is exactly what happens. So basically the logic is, I can show you the logic. The logic is, I have a raid. The raid, I look at my streams, and then based on my streams, I look at when raids happened within those streams. And then for each of those raids, I look at which chatters came in with the raid based on if they were there before or not. It kind of works like this. Let me just expand this. I think I can do that. Maybe I'll move my camera up. What do we think, chat? The top right corner is typically not that important. So if we look at That was not... Let's get rid of this. Did we not have an example here? I think we did this one last time. What's this one? What raid was this? Oh, that was already the percentage. Hold on. Select star from raider diff. Yeah, so this is basically using the source and the target. So that's up here. Using these windows, we can basically determine if a chatter was not in chat before the raid happened and the raid occurs, we immediately look at the nearest timestamp in chat and detect which chatters are new. And then those chatters who are new, we then categorize them as being from the raid. So if a raid came in now and 5 minutes later you left, you would not be counted towards part of the raid decay. You would be counted towards, and I actually have this chart in the other one, in here. You would be counted towards this category here, part of the non-raiders. So this is the movement of my non-raiders over time. So this is the viewership in my channel without including people who came in from raid, which I think is fascinating, actually, to think about. There are like natural dips where it goes down for a bit and then it comes back up again. And then this is the raid decay, which you can see follows a completely different, it follows a completely different type of behavior, because a lot of these viewers are coming in having come from another stream or even multiple streams, and their expectation of content is different. They're in a different stream. Whereas these people, they found you, the non-raiders, they found you either organically or they're already following and they got a notification, right? Have I mentioned that Raid Decay is the name of my new band? Is that so, Alan? Or is that, I feel like that's set up for a dad joke again. Could be a dad joke, I don't know. So yeah, what did I want to say? So could you scale it? Look at the before count of chatters, then after the raid, look at the count. Let's say you had 20 chatters before, then 100 chatters after, but the raid size was 100 people. Thus chatters. Could you then back calculate a back estimate based on how many named raiders and named non-raiders left in the same time? I think I need to read this again. RDNG shotgun. Dad jokes are the best jokes. Dad jokes are great. And Alan is a prime supplier of dad jokes, RDN. That's, yeah. Xariva, thanks for that follow. Welcome. Hope you're having a great day. Lol, that one's not a setup. I just like making new band names. Oh, okay, fair enough. So Finite, could we scale it? Look at the before count of chatters. I mean, let me bring this here. Select star from raid compare. This is essentially what it looks like before. You've got people here and people here. And then you compare which people were already here and not in here, basically. That's kind of the... It's not explained very well. It might be worth a chat offline, hard to explain over chat. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm quite happy with the logic. I'm quite happy with the logic. It's maybe not perfect in every scenario, but for now, I might have to build a couple like fallbacks in it or something. But right now, the logic is really good. it ends up being where, hold on, chat roll up. If I do select star from chat roll up, if I can show it this way. Yeah, so basically, let me show you. So at this particular timestamp, 7:50, you can see that Stream Elements came into my raid from White Panther because Stream Elements was not in my chat before. This is a silly example, but yeah. And then basically at 7:52, we can see here, same thing. And eventually, where was it? I don't remember when the raid was. Here we go. So at 8, as soon as 8 happened, we have a lot more people in chat. Where is it? Here. And what we do is we compare from 8, we start looking backwards and we see, aha, these people came from this raid. And so that's how we're able to attribute each of these individuals to the raid. So you can see here, 803, Brathen, 803, Camber, Carmen, Chrononaut, like all these people, we attribute them to that raid. I understand it can become complicated with like multi-raid scenarios where users are multi-watching and stuff, but for now I'm just handling the vanilla scenario. Riding shotgun is probably easier, and you're right. It's a little bit easier than RDNG shotgun. But yeah. So riding, what happens if someone happens to join at the same time as that raid? They get attributed to that raid. That's right, as Finite says. Now, that doesn't matter because that's the behavior that happens all the time. So we can write in our documentation, we can write, okay, listen, this is how the raid logic works. And then it always works this way. So you always know my raid logic is like 80% accuracy or something like that. And essentially what you get from that is you get a raid decay, like we saw before in the chart, but here in the pure data. You can basically compute for every minute, you can compute. So I think 3 minutes it was when we had the highest measurement of the raid, 80%. Just call it an acceptable level of error. Exactly. That's exactly right. Because we're not going to get more accuracy and we don't care. We don't care because it will always be measured the same. So all raids will have the same standard, which means that we have time increments, which is basically from 0 minutes from the raid, when the raid occurs, up to, let's say, 5-minute intervals. And we would say, okay, how long does it take for the raid to reach 20% decay? So the 80% of the viewers are left there. And we can see here, in the case of Panther's raid, it took 3 minutes. That's pretty standard because a lot of people leave the raid within the first 20 to 30 seconds, right? So then we would go to the next window, which would be 10 minutes, for example. We say, how many people are still here at 10 minutes post-raid? 57%. How many people are here 15 minutes post-raid? 52%. How many people are here at 20 minutes post-raid? 50%. So you could do it that way, but you can also do it the other way around and say, what are the markers for each percentage? And that I think is better because then you don't rely on 2-3 hours worth of time increments. You basically just say, okay, I have 2 raids and I'm comparing both of them. How long did it take those 2 raids to lose 60% of the viewers? 49 or 29 minutes. That's the comparison. Very simple. So that logic works. The problem is I wrote that logic in SQL in such a way that it cannot be replicated into individual rows. So what you see here, these rows, which is a bit small, sorry. These rows you see here, I can't write this into a database because it's just completely singular. So what we have to do is start recreating the logic, and that's where we are today in the app. So in terms of project status, if you want to know, now it's above my head, we are very firmly in this data modeling part, where we have to engineer the data model to be good enough so that we can use it for all of the raids all the time. So speaking of time, we made a time dimension table. Nice project status widget. Thank you, noob. Thank you. I was inspired by someone who also has a project status widget, but I don't want to leave it up there all the time. It's a bit disturbing for me. So what we do is we have a day-minute table, which literally has all of the minutes between the 1st of January 2022 and I think 524,000 rows. So end of December. Oh, I'm missing the last day of December. Oops, I'm missing the last day. But yeah, I created a time dimension table so that I don't need to generate this on the fly every single time. That would be something that doesn't work. Okay, so I did that. So now I have this time dimension table. Sea Films, hello, how are you doing? I'm doing fine, thank you. Nice to see you. How are you doing, Sea Films? Good to see you again. So basically, we want to compute the end of a stream. The end of a stream, unfortunately for us, is not super accurate. What are you building this in? So right now, the app is running on Railway. Let me just show you. So there's two parts to it. Shotgun. There's two parts to it. There's basically at the moment there's a data collection app which does all of the data collection, which is running Node.js, just simple Node.js, and that pulls in the data that we need. For example, the stream to DB, for example. I do not have a stack or a build with command, actually. I maybe should make one. The stack's not so super important though. Then I have a WebSocket running. The WebSocket detects events, and on those events does certain things. So for example, on the raid event, here it will process certain data points so that I can save them explicitly at the time of the raid. In addition to the raid itself, I also get other types of raid data, and those two parts are basically those are like the data parts of the app so far. And yes, so the other part of the app is basically what it still remains to be built, which is the entire back and front end, as you can see here in the project chart. That's not done yet. And that part is also probably going to be Node.js. I don't know exactly yet. It may also be vanilla, just for the beginning. I'm not sure yet. Thank you for that follow, Shotgun. Appreciate that. So what is StreamBee? StreamBee is a solution that just came out from another company, which I dug into a little bit. Feel free to go back into the VOD later and watch sort of my assessment of their tool. They're building a sort of similar tool to what I am doing. And I think all of these tools basically have the same problems. The outcome is you're shoving a ton of charts and metrics into the streamer's face, and honestly they don't know what to do with it. It's very simple. Jangtron, thanks for that follow. Hope you're having a great day as well. Hope you're enjoying the stream if you're watching. which you should be. If you follow, then you're kind of like there. So you just click on the thing and then you watch. Shotgun, are you a streamer by any chance? Do you like to stream as well? Finite. StreamBee basically stings you but gives you no honey. That's probably not the slogan they wanted. Hello streamer, here are your bazillion shards. Goodbye. That's exactly, noob, exactly. And that doesn't help any streamer. Basically they're trying to treat streamers like data analysts, and we're not. I'm a data analyst, but no one else is. I only streamed once. I'll stream more once I get back from a trip this week. Cool, Shotgun. What type of stuff do you stream? Are you also in science and tech? That's cool. More streamers the merrier. So yeah, my project is trying to help streamers. So I'm trying to build it in such a way that it will help people. Game dev and web dev. Sweet. Very nice. Very, very nice. I mean, do feel free to join the Discord. We have a lovely community of lots of people in science and tech. A little bit of game dev sprinkled in as well. I'm on a data analytics team. Does that count? Probably. I guess. Sure. We can make it count. Why not? So where did we leave off last time? So we have our base time dimension table. I like working with data. So do I, C-Films. So do I. We have our base time dimension table, which we can probably already order by here. I program in Python. Surely that counts. Yeah, but there's see, finite, there's just the one thing about the whole thing about the right join, you know? You know, it's just this whole thing about the right join that's kind of like base time dimension table. Sounds like you are building some kind of TARDIS. Yeah. I like how my naming gets people thinking of that. I like the idea of working with data, but it's intimidating. Well, I'm hoping that, you know, watching me like makes it a bit less intimidating for you, Shotgun. I would hope. I wrote Tao, you need to just say, yes, I forgive you for the right join, and you program in Python, so data analyst. Yes, I mean, Finite wrote Tao, so there's... Okay, everybody, new plan. We put all of our data in one table with 600 columns. Left join everything. It's just not the right kind of join. Let's left it at that. Y'all are such characters. My brother works with medical data, so I usually just get him to take care of it for me. Fair enough. To be fair, like Shotgun, I don't know anything about ORM stuff, like Prisma and all that. Like I still need to learn that stuff. 600 columns, so Redshift? Yeah, I'm running Postgres as a DB, which I'm very happy with so far. Performance is insane. It's very, very good. Django's also very good for performance. You can use whatever you want. You can use whatever you want. So, we have a time table. What did I do here next? I did something. Ooh, okay. I did something. I did a thing where I basically said when a stream was running. I did a thing where I said when a stream was running, but I think I didn't do something properly. Let's review this again. It's been a minute since I looked at this. I've played with Postgres before. Sometimes I just shove all of my data into various JSON files. JSON's great. No, Shotgun. JSON is great. I mean, some of my data here is native JSON. Twitch chatters here, for example, native JSON. Not monstrous at all.
Right, join us. Thebus join is raiding with a party of 2.
No. Oh. Just triggers. Just triggers. Triggers me so bad. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. Right, join. Very nice to see you again on this channel. I hope you had a great stream. Did you have a great stream? Did you? Did you have a great stream? Ah. You're probably right, Shotgun.
Roscoe's is raiding with a party of 1.
And now Roscoe's is here too. Testing the raid logic, always. C-films, maybe in the future we'll be coding or doing data analysis stuff in McFly. McFly? McFly learns from the past but looks to the future. Roscodes, I don't care what Finite says, right join is not the best join. Raid! Oh my gosh. It was okay, but the joins were all wrong. All these raids. I think I'll have to discard all the raids with 1 viewer or something. Oh, also chat, look what I put on a button. Check it out. Look what I put on a button now. Wait, I'll switch scenes for this. I forgot about this. Here we go. Are you ready? Oh, I went the wrong way. Hold on.
No.
Now I put it on a button so I can have different art scenes. I just have to develop some channel point stuff for it. I just wanted to share that with you all. Okay. Did they use left join? Background right join. Is there such a background? I don't think there is. Okay. Interesting.
Jim Fiike is raiding with a party of 1.
Jim Fiike! Welcome in. Ah. I remember doing raids with 1 person. 1 person raid exists too. Yes, they do, noob. They do. Yeah, you can't categorically discard all the raids with one viewer. It's just very hard. I think it's very hard to it's just very hard to it's very hard to decide which ones were real in my case, let's say. Hey Exegete, welcome in. Glad to have you here. It's easy to track the decay, that's for sure. There's your raid decay from the following raid with 1 viewer was 100%. Why not put a minimum of 2? You know, I think it's easier to go backwards, Alan. I think it's easier to say, was that person streaming and then raided? Because a lot of them are offline raids. So we could technically detect if a raid happened from a stream that was online. Raids of streams that had at least some minutes live. Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. TD, what do you want to name our Twitch child? What a question. You absolutely can. You can look up a Raider's last stream via the Helix pass-through and see if they were streaming. Exactly. Good feature idea. Good feature idea. Let's put that in detect event. So on raid, we should write a function that goes and gets the incoming raiders last stream data. Okay, so T. Drayson. We should name our Twitch child Oh, Shotgun, by the way, thanks for the XSplit thing. I'm gonna take a look at that. I can't really run much else on my laptop though. I'm streaming with the MacBook Pro, just FYI. I'm not sure if you were aware of that. The setup is janky. It's yeah, it's not great. I think TD, first of all, before I decide on the name of our child, TD, as usual, the mask of subscription for April. Please tell me, where would you like to have, where should your name be on this month? And what color would you like? And I shall name our child Raymat. I think that's a good name. Under my left eye in pink. Gosh, what is it with the eyes in you people? Splashy wanted under my right eye, and now you want under my left eye. Fine. Your wish is my command. Just overload everything on your MacBook. Run it until you can boil an egg. Yeah, temperatures are pretty high. Make it look like a pink tear. Okay. T. Drayson, under my left eye. T. Drayson. Are you ready to inspect my handiwork? Here we go. You like this shotgun? You like this idea? That's cool. I'm glad you enjoyed that. TD, here we go. There you go. Right there, under my left eye. Your amazing name. Thank you for the support, TD. I really appreciate that. For those of you who don't know, TD is another streamer from the Claw. And so let's, of course, see if TD has been doing any clip maintenance.
Maybe Twitch clips can become a thing. I'll start a new trend.
That's so meta. That is so meta. Love it. Maybe Twitch clips could be a thing. That is. Their tagline should be "Sting streamers like a bee without giving them honey." Twitch Shorts. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Twitch Shorts. Exactly. Okay, so StreamBee. Without going into detail, TD, I did it in the VOD. Also, Code Hop, thank you very much for that follow. I hope you're enjoying the stream. That was already 5 minutes ago. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to forget that. Yeah, so I don't know how to clip that. I want to. Do you want to clip this moment? That moment that just happened? You can always clip. On the bottom right of the video player, there's a little clip button. And if you do make the clip, you can share it here in chat afterwards, the link. StreamBee helps streamers with analytics, but it just throws a bunch of graphs at you. Yeah, great. Thank you, Shotgun. That's basically like every single other analytics tool for streamers out there. They just throw a ton of charts at you and say, here you go. I'm looking forward to them actually bringing out the whole tips and recommendations part of the problem. Code Hop, not a problem, really enjoying the stream. Ah, I'm glad. I'm glad. We haven't even been through most of the channel point stuff, to be fair. Like, I have to say that today is a really mild channel point day comparing to like other streams that have happened. It's been fairly tame so far. Okay, so what did I do here? I did time dimension order by 1, and then okay, then I wanted to get all the streams because I wanted to know when the streams occurred. So let me see, how did I do this? Let me see all of my streams.
Are you calling me mild and tame? 777 sextillion 777 quintillion 777 quadrillion 777 trillion 777 billion 777 million 777,777.
Wow, that's a big number.
What do you call a man with a shovel on his head? Doug.
Doug. Alan, thank you very much for clipping. For that, you get the clip. A clip, and a clap. And then you've got your Twitch clip. Thank you very much for clipping, Alan. It's always great when you can clip. A clip, and a clap. And then you've got your Twitch clip. I don't know why I showed this to you, Rugman. Why I even enabled the setting VIP is probably something I'm going to regret later. Let's put it that way. So I have data about
what
all
do you
of my...
call a man buried in the 4 leaves? Russell.
Okay, I've got one for you, chat. What do you call the name of a guy with no arms and no legs swimming in a lake? It's Bob. You're welcome. Mistakes were made. You give us the tools and then we will use them. Yes, I know too well, but I keep making the same mistake, you know? That's what's interesting. Okay, so these are all the streams I've had so far. We have a started at and ended at. So what I need to do now is on the timeline of this, I need to mark...
What do you call that same no-armed, no-legged guy trying to water ski? Skip.
Sorry, I'm on the wrong scene. I need to change scenes. So what I need to do is I have information about all my streams. I need to log the stream ID along the dimension of when the stream was happening on the timeline.
What do you call a man who is not quite hot? Luke.
What do you call that same guy when he got Thanos snapped? Blip. Did you just make that one up, Shotgun? That's pretty good. Oh, here come the redeems.
Yeah, so I started thinking about...
Distort on.
Oh no. No! No! Look how broken this is. You can even see my OBS. Look at this. Like, oh, this is bad. This is so bad.
Wow.
What do you call a blind deer? No idea. What do you call a blind deer with no legs? Still no idea. What do you call a man you can walk all over? Matt.
Oh my god. The wow on that was just... Remember 7 minutes ago when Matty Tushu said chat was being tamed? Those were good times. Remember how you said, Shotgun, that you feel like you're distracting me? What do you call a man you can walk all over? Mad or rug? Exactly. So I already started thinking about table design because I need to think about that. I need to think about that. I need to think about how to put... Ooh. In order to insert rows into the right order, we could do... Did I already join this? Why did I do that? We have the stream data, which looks like this. If we do from base, which is the day minute, which only has that column. So day minute, and then st started at is the streams. And then if started at is equal to or greater than day minute. Can you add a kill button in the app that just drops all the tables? Why would I want to do that? So when st started at is greater than or equal to day minute, then stream ID end as stream ID test. Okay. Does that actually work? Killed Tabil, volume 1. See, that doesn't work. The timestamps are not the same. It seems, for like a police raid? Police raid? Why doesn't this match? That's a bit weird. Huh. Why did... ST started at... Timestamp? Alan! Oh my gosh. To get rid of the evidence. Alan, thank you so much for that. Shotgun, welcome to the chart club, my friend. Alan, as you've gifted the sub, you get to choose where Shotgun's face, where Shotgun's name and color goes on the mask. Sondriel, are you a real hacker? What do you mean by hacker? Probably not, but depends what you mean. So yeah, Alan, thanks for that gift. That's super cool. Thank you very much. Shotgun's face, Maddie watched too much Jason. Yeah, I'm also thinking like side of the head somewhere. Here, I'll help you, Alan. I'll help you choose. So this is what it's like, you know. I would pick the edge, which probably isn't great, so I defer to Shotgun to pick. Okay, that's also legit, absolutely. You can also choose. So side of the head, Shotgun. So somewhere like on the side here. What color would you like, Shotgun? Would you like green? Because we can also do green, like your name. We can do green. Hacker as in writer of code, software manipulator. We have a lot of different colors. Oh my gosh. You want to see all the colors? Okay. These are all the colors. I can't even... Hold on. These are all the colors. There's a lot of them. Don't pick white on white because no one sees it. Wizard of the bit shifting. Unreal. Let's do red. Awesome. Let's go with red. So we're gonna go on the temple. We can go temple. And write my name in a circle to look like a bullet hole. Okay, that's oddly specific. Alright. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. RDNG shot GN. Okay. R. I'm doing this very carefully. D. Oh, hold on. You can probably see if I do like this. RD. N. G. S. H. O. T. G. N. Not bad, actually. Chat, you know what? I think I'm actually becoming an artist. I might have to change categories. Can you tell us the individual hex numbers on each color? Okay. What do you think? What do you think, Shotgun? Not bad, eh? Not bad. Oops, sorry, this way. Although, now that I see it, it could also technically look like lips. Like a kiss, a bit. From far away. Does mine show as pink? Yes, it does. Of course. Oh, right, when you pick a color. Should I kiss it? I don't know. Grinding shot. I'm gonna regret this. Data SMR. I think you get a kiss on the forehead every time you put it on. Maybe. It's a circle, so it can be read starting with any letter. That's correct. That is correct. That is correct. So why don't these timestamps match? Speaking of important questions, why don't these timestamps match? Let's try... Does this not... Why are they in different... They're in different formats, which is very odd. I like distracting you while I'm distracted from doing anything productive myself. I'm extremely happy right now. Oh no. PD, did you... Sondriel, no, I'm still on Intel. I'm still on Intel. A little bit of, well, not an older model, but I'm still on Intel.
Why is the rum always gone?
I don't know, Ian. So rare to see XQC's emotes in software dev. That's true. That's true, actually. It's true, though. It doesn't happen very often. It is true. Sondril, thank you for following. I hope you're enjoying the stream. You can't love someone unless you love yourself. Don't take that advice too literally, though. Just FYI. Why is the rum always gone? Because it's a rummer? A runner? I don't know. So how do you imagine the front end looking so it isn't just shoving a bunch of graphs in the streamer's face? Oh, shotgun, what a question. Honestly, I can't answer that right now very well. All I can tell you is that it will not just be a bunch of charts shoved in your face. I'm working on a neural interface. It zaps the knowledge into your brain. Sorry, not a dad joke. It's from Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, well. Okay, there's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. It just won't be a bunch of charts slapped into your face. I may go with there will be some data viz, obviously, but I think a lot will be based on traffic light type things, relative improvement. Exactly, Yoast, relative improvement over time. That's just Elon Musk's tech he's working on. Yeah, absolutely. Neural interface. Just put a little chip in your brain and then it tells you your stream is currently 69% better than your previous 420 streams. You know, yellow light, speed up the stream. Or green light, red light, if you know the reference. Thanks for the vibes, Rockman. Appreciate it. Let me call up Jack the Back Sparrow. He should know. Streamer tells you, I want to hit X metric in 3 months or I give up. Tell me if I'm on track. That could work too, that they could put their goals in, but I don't want the goals to be necessarily metric based all the time. Difficult. Sondriel, thank you for making a long bunny. You can make it longer if you want, by using the midsection repeatedly. You can make the bunny very, very long, actually. Yes, exactly. Even longer, like Finite did. So these... Oh, it's getting longer. Oh, no. Oh, it's getting even longer. I think we're getting close to max length. Oh, it's so funny. Green means growth, yellow means slight loss, red means error. Yeah, it could be something like a traffic light system where you compare with previous metrics from previous streams. But then again, you'd have to know whether those streams are normal. It's quite difficult. Finite debugger. Captain Jack riding the bunny. You could always recommend realistic goals based on other people's performance. Yes. What could also be funny is benchmarking categories. So if you get 50, 60 streamers from a category like science and tech, then you'd probably have a significant amount. How long can a long bunny be? I mean, basically, oh wow, that's a lot of long bunnies. I think that's max, TD. I think that's max length right there. Where's the butt? The butt is missing. The butt's not there. So this is a bit confusing. I thought this was a timestamp. It is. Timestamp. This is a timestamp column. But started at...
What's that smell? Failure.
What a combo! Onwards! Thank you very much for that follow. Your project looks very cool. Thank you, Sondriel. It's a bit complicated to explain so far, because I don't have something to show easily, other than the website. You can always go to the website if you want to see a bit of a more
They're great.
Plain English explanation. Oh, Alan, thank you for putting the butt in there. Irish Beats, 3 months. Absolute poggers, my friend. Absolute poggers. You know what's poggers, Beats? You get to put your name on the mask. Where's it gonna be, Beats? Where do you want your name? And what color do you want it to be? That is the question. You get to choose. You decide. I'm looking forward to your answer, Beats. I'm guessing it's gonna be purple. Purple and probably like on the chin or something. Awkward. Oh, you read on my website, Sondriel. That's cool. I have to refresh chat. My chat's acting up again. 1 second. Twitch. Beats, are you already on it? No! What? How's that possible? Oh. That's interesting. That's fascinating. Maddie, you should use a VST for Let's Play a Game, Saw style. I do have a VST in one of the other channel point redemptions. Interesting, Beats. You're already on it. You know what, Beats? Maybe you have like a... Did you change your subscription or something? The Ghost of Twitch, no logs. What is Floppy? Thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the stream. And that sage advice from Stream Elements. Yeah, Ghost of Twitch. We're gonna make a little star next to yours. Make a little star next to your name. I think that's cool. Why not? But thank you, Beats. I appreciate that. Thanks very much for the resub. 3 months. That's super cool. Great to have you here with everybody else.
Infinity sign, infinity sign, infinity sign, infinity sign, infinity sign, infinity sign.
Yeah, something like that, Karen. Thanks so much for your contribution. So started at comes from started at Twitch stream started
Matic
at
25 long bunny 1, Matic 25 long bunny 2, Matic 25 long bunny 3.
Thank you, Karen. This is not being written as a timestamp, but why is this? What if I do timestamp?
See no evil monkey, hear no evil monkey, speak no evil monkey, stuffed flatbread. See no evil monkey,
Stuffed
hear no evil
flatbread?
monkey, speak no evil monkey, stuffed flatbread. See no evil monkey, hear no evil monkey, speak no evil monkey, stuffed flatbread. See no evil monkey, hear no evil monkey, speak no evil monkey, stuffed flatbread. See no evil monkey, hear no evil monkey, speak no evil monkey, stuffed flatbread. See no evil monkey, hear no evil monkey, speak no evil monkey, stuffed flatbread. Ian, forget to say I want to speak with your manager times infinity sign. I'm not as think as you drunk I am.
Yeah, Karen, definitely not. It's all about the stuffed flatbread. This app is never going to be finished. That's not a bad assessment, Shotgun. I may have to take some time offline to work on the app because yeah, you don't like this song. Evil Monkey Stuff isn't a bad beat. I can't really change the music though, because it's like a constant stream. I want someone to record this emoji rhythm and write a song. I'm still looking for someone who can make Karen beatbox. It's really difficult to get her to beatbox, so it would be really cool. Reminds you of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Maybe this will work now because...
Time for a classic. Badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom, badger, badger,
Classic.
badger, badger, mushroom, mushroom, badger, badger, badger.
While this is
badger,
happening, I think we're gonna
mushroom,
run some
mushroom,
ads.
Badger, 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 badger.
Seems like a good
mushroom,
time.
Mushroom, snake, snake. Oh no, it's snake. Beatbox. There, I did it. Doom dat did a doom dat dat da.
Okay, new.
Boots and cats, boots and cats, boots and cats, boots and cats.
Someone's tried that one before, a shotgun. I was looking more for like a you know, like a really fat bass line, and I don't think it's linguistically possible for her to do it. Also, I don't know how to beatbox, just FYI. So this still doesn't work. What? Oh, I'm so silly. I didn't join. I didn't join them. I didn't join them. All of you are looking up how to beatbox Karen, aren't you?
My sprinkler goes like this and comes back like...
Whoa! What? That was fast. How did she do...
You need to pick up the phone, Matty. Testing stuff, such as T's, RTS, T's, PTKP, Kit, PLP, Pit, Pot, C.
Amazing.
The Tingo's scra, pap pap card skidiki pap pap, and a poo poo powder boom skier. Do QQ doom doom poom poom. You done now?
Tingo skrrr. I'm not surprised that she wasn't able to do that. Day minute. Because this is not truncated.
BTS and CTS, BTS and CTS, BTS and CTS, wiki, Slim Shady, yeah.
Wiki. Slim Shady. So let's try and truncate this to the minute.
The lawnmower goes shershi area of a boom sherry and rice burners go ow 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 ow.
She seems like she's being hurt, if I'm honest. We actually need to truncate it here. Oh, who is it this time? Oh, it's Squirtle again? That's weird. Twice in a row, right? Yeah, okay. So, what I need to do is insert... I need to insert all the missing rows for in between started at and ended at. I don't even know what the best way of doing that is. It's not selecting the first one. I think that's Bulbasaur. It is random. There's nine Pokemon in there. I mean, I say Pokemon. 3 of them aren't real Pokemon. And chat tries to get them to come up because they're random. It's quite funny. It's a good game. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. So I don't even know how to actually solve this problem in SQL right now. I have a start and end time for a stream. If I join them... Oh, that's probably why I didn't join last time, chat. If I join them, then I can only have one row attached to day minute. Basically, what I want to know is if... Maybe I can just... Okay, union is not correct. Oh, oh. Wow. That's very impressive. That's very impressive. I think no, I'm not getting the length of the stream. What I need to get is for every day minute, I need to know if a stream was occurring at that time.
Ray. 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 Ray.
Ray?
Ray. 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 Ray.
Uh-oh. The zip bomb of Karen.
Ray. Ray.
Oh no.
Ray. Ray.
Maybe I should raise
Ray.
the price of Karen.
Ray. Ray.
Just a suggestion.
Ray. Ray.
I think she got broken. Doesn't sound very good to me. Yost, by the way, I'm sorry if you don't like the music. I can change to a new channel if you really like. Karen used to be 750, yeah. You can, so you totally need to set up a super collider so folks can send in beats. Do I have a kill switch? Yeah, if it's bad, like TOS. But if it's not TOS, I'll just let it play. 2 minutes. Oh, I'm now I want to know. I'll even mute the music for it. I'll even mute the music. I want to know. I really want to know now. So you do that by night when you're ready. Definitely do it. Oh god.
777 octovigintillions 777 septvigintillion 777 sextvigintillion 777 quinvigintillion 777 quartervigintillion 777 trevigintillion 777 uovigintillion 777 unvigintillion 777 vigintillion 777 novemdecillion 777 octodecillion 777 septendecillion 777 sextdecillion 777 quindecillion.
That's exactly my idea, shotgun.
777 quatuordecillion 777 redecillion 777 uodecillion 777 undecillion 777 decillion 777
Hey, you weren't lying about the length, they finite.
777 octillion 777 septillion 777 sextillion 777 quintillion 777 quadrillion 777 trillion 777 billion 777 million 777,777.77777777.
Wow. Just amazing. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, when she says 100, there's some weird like Nunsen 100 or something. Ah, Yost, it was a joke about the way Karen said all the monkey stuff. Ah, okay. I understand. I understand. There is one that I did that was pretty funny with her when I was testing stuff out. Give me 1 second. I will trigger it myself, chat. See, the thing is, when you add exclamation, this was really weird. Was it like this? I think it was like this. 1 second.
B question mark have question mark B. A.
See, sometimes she reads out punctuation and sometimes she doesn't. So weird. I don't see a right join. Fail. Wouldn't that just be where column is empty? So the problem is I can't join them on the timestamp, because if I join them on the timestamp, then oh wait, full join? We could use a full join? Maybe? I'm trying to replicate if this works. Equals ba.day minute. Oh, we need the comma out of here. Another streamer I watch, if you have more than 3 sevens and redeem his TTS, it tells you to have off. BA is the base where we have the minute. Let me just take this condition out for a second. Let me see if this makes more sense now. When did the stream start? Oh, here. Okay. Oh, okay. So what I want now is, because the stream was still running here, I want it to populate rows between and rows. So let's assume the stream was 10 minutes, okay? If this was the start and this was the end, then I would want it to populate the stream ID here. The thing is that a case when can only trigger on one condition, which means that we would have to have 3 conditions in the case when, or let me try something. So if we do an equals condition and then a larger than condition, does that work? If this is larger than day minute, then stream ID. Interesting. So where stream start is less than X, so stream start greater than X and less than stream end. But actually, I think there's a better way to do this. There is a function, a window function, where I can do rows unbounded preceding and following. This is quite a tricky thing. I never really remember the documentation around this. So basically what you can do is populate rows in between 2 timestamps. Populate rows between 2 rows, Postgres. Sorry for the brightness, chat. Ah, yeah, here. Lead and then partition with generate. Ah, generate series. Update or insert. Inserting multiple rows, differences between rows. Rows, unbounded, preceding. Actually, it would just have to be following. It would just have to be following. Is there a faster way than rows between unbounded preceding and current row? Order by is not deterministic, blah, 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 blah. Range between unbounded preceding and current row. Following the start time and then up to the end time. Okay, I'm not really concerned about performance. I am concerned about... This is very old. I just wanted this. I just need this snippet. So this is what we wanted. Because I can never remember the syntax. So we want to have 703. Ah, that makes sense. So we want to do day minute is greater than 1855. I think that gives us the right window. Yeah, so well, we can actually go, we can go to 1900. We have to set unbounded twice. Yeah, there's just a reason why you have to use unbounded twice, and I don't remember what it is. But basically, we have two null entries, and then we have the stream started at, and then at some point it ends. So what we're gonna do is create a row. We're gonna call this. Do we want to use last value? I think we can just use lead. We can just use lead stream ID. Oh no, hold on. Lag is one previous row. Do you have a separate table for every day? That seems like a lot of tables. No, it's one gigantic table for all of the minutes in 2022 so far, which is 550,000 rows, which is not that much actually. I mean, for Postgres, 550,000 rows is nothing, really. And so it's just a buttload of rows here. Exactly. And in this case, what we're going to be doing is actually just insertions. So this time frame, we're not going to have the entire time frame in another table. What's going to happen is, as when the stream starts, it's going to start inserting these rows for viewership and then for the raids. Yeah, it will start. It will just start doing inserts into a table that I define. Speaking of inserting, insert yourself into the drop game chat. Drop game chat. Thanks for the bit, Rugmat. Do you think it will help you? You never know. Oh! Ooh, not so sure. Not sure, Rugmat, if that helped. Oh, that might have helped. Maybe. Could be. I don't know. Oh no, we collided! Oh no, I pushed you down. Will that help you? Ooh, that might have even helped. Look at that! It helped you! That's cool. And it pushed me off. That's unfortunate. I don't know what this means. So drop is just a little game where your character comes in from the top and then you try to... It just randomly lands, basically. So let's see if we can try lead stream ID and see what we get. So we're gonna do over partition by day minute, order by day minute. Actually, I don't think we need to partition yet. I don't think we need to partition yet. Can you change your avatar? So you can change your avatar if you go to pixelplush.dev. So if you go to pixelplush.dev, you can buy coins in their shop that you can use to change your avatar, yes. And I have to say, like, supporting the creators is great. They're both on Twitch, by the way, the two creators, Maya and InstaFluff. So if you want to support them, yeah, that's super cool if you would do that. Oh my gosh, is right join gonna land? Oh, Rugmat, that was very close. That was very close. So let's see how this works. Lead stream ID over day minute, range between unbounded preceding and unbounded following. Let's just call this T. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Ah, okay. Lead. So we have to do lag, because it's the other way. Or I'm thinking cross join. Because the value needs to be repeated. What if you do... Just as a silly idea. What if you do a generate series? Generate series does not exist. Really? I used the generate series function to create the timetable. Okay. There's so many more keywords in this screen than I thought there were in SQL. Yeah. Yeah, SQL is a fun language. It is indeed a great emote. The fact that you put in Clarkio's eyebrow in your emote collection, Finite. That's what...
Who's that Pokemon?
Oh! Now we got Bulbasaur. That time. Oof. Can we do... You call it squeal. Oh, there's been plenty of debates about what to call it. You were going for SQLite, yeah.
Who's that Pokemon?
Oh, who is it this time? Psyduck! Yeah, I think... Finite, wasn't the story something like you were testing the, You were testing the, what do you call it? The LED banner, right? Or something. This is a really interesting problem, chat, and I don't know how to solve it. Basically, I want to generate a series for every time that exists. How have I never run into this problem before? That's what blows my mind. I made the emote for him and wanted to unveil it to him on his stream, so I made it my emote. Then a certain user of mine started using it, and lots of others as well. Enoch's heart may or may not be suspect. And so I would have had a mutiny on my hands if you'd gotten rid of it. And Clarkio was totally cool with me keeping it as well. That's a funny story. That's very funny. It's very, very funny. It shows that science and tech really is such a small little community, which is great. When I was using SQL, I always tried solving the problem in sections, then putting them together piece by piece. That is a very good suggestion, Shotgun. I kind of am trying that approach. Oh god, if you use if you use them together. Oh. That's great. That's the wave. That's funny. That is really funny. Wow. Yeah, Shotgun, I think you haven't seen the pieces exactly. So piece number one, well, let's work through it. Let's work through it. Piece number one is I have a table that has every minute in it between 1st of January and end of December. Piece number two is I have a table that tells me every stream. So the stream ID, the started at, and the ended at. Now, what I need to do is combine those two tables together so that for every single one of those minutes, I have where the stream ID took place. The reason is that I want to then put the viewership data from the stream table. I want to put the viewership data in on the minute, and then if there's missing rows, that's fine. And then I want to put the raid data in there as well. So raid number 1 would have a column, raid number 2 would have its own column, probably. I don't know if that makes sense. It's a bit dynamic, to be honest. I think it has to be a cross join. I think it needs to be a cross join because what a cross join does is it flips the value onto every permutation. Shotgun, your approach is really good. I know rubber ducking is a great thing, but the fact that you said that again has been very helpful. Thank you. So what we want to do is cross join values to create permutations. But cross join don't worry about syntax. Why wouldn't select day minute where started at X ended at be enough? I'm not actually sure why. Let's investigate why that's not enough. Oh right, that doesn't exist. I'll just comment this out for a second. The reason this isn't enough. So we have when it is equal to and when it is greater to. Because started at, it's the other way around. It's the other way around. I want to insert the stream ID between those times. Let's try the other way. So when day minute is greater than the start of the stream, then stream ID. Why isn't that resolving on this row? Why is that? Let's see if we can find out. It has nothing to compare to. It has nothing to compare to because of the join. That's the problem. So what's happening here is on this row, it's trying to compare. No, the and isn't the problem, Shotgun. The problem is that it has nothing to compare to because of the join. So actually, what we need to do is create a windowed started at for each stream. Aha. I think that's the answer. I think that's the answer. What has to happen... Oh, I should move my camera again. So joining is fine. What happens if we don't join? What if we just include both of them? Then it doesn't know how to collate them exactly. So we need to left join. We need to left join, which is fine, which gets the data in the right spot. And then what we need to do is started at needs to go all the way down here, basically, because that's what we're using as a metric. So what I do is this. Select start from streams. This is pretty ugly, but I think it will work. Obviously this would need to be ORM'd to the 9s, where stream ID equals this one. So if I do this, the result of this is a windowed. Streams doesn't exist. Ah, yeah. Okay, it just doesn't know that yet. So equals fine, then it knows that's the join. And then when it's greater than or equal to, I have to check this. I'm not certain about this. Let's try this. What does this give me? Oh yeah, okay. That gives me the right thing. Oh wait, I have an ST in there, the prefix. I think that was the problem. I think that might have been it. If day minute is greater than... Wait, let's try something crazy. We could do it without doing it in each one. Okay, let's comment this out. Okay, problem solved. So this actually works. For each stream, we can populate it like this. Of course, that will only go... Let's do the logic here, actually. Stream ID only equals what you have there at one point. Yeah, exactly. But basically what we can do is we can do case when BA day minute is greater than or equal to this, then true else false. End as TT. Just gonna try something out just to see what happens. Yeah, so this actually works. It's a little bit long-winded, but it does work this way. That's the most SQL sentence I've ever heard. A SQL sentence. So now instead of true, we want the stream ID. Exactly. Exactly. And that we can do because it knows what the stream ID is. It should know. Let's see if that works first. I think we need to select again. It's a window. It's basically a window thing. I should have known all along that it's a window thing. Oh, instead of and, we can just use between. I think we just use between. Between, I don't know about formatting here, chat. Just go with me here. I don't know about formatting. And it's not started at, but ended at. Should fix that while we're there. Yes, that's the ticket. Between, stuck in the middle with you. Ended at. Then that's an interesting bracket. Then to wrap this, select stream ID from streams. I think it worked. I think it worked now. When was the end of the stream? That's the question. There it is. That's the end of the stream. 22:36:00. I think we can check it. I think it worked. I think it worked. Where is it? Where is that stream? Which one is it? 9:40 at the end. It's this one. 22:36. Ooh, oh, did that not work? Shotgun with the droplets. Oh no, did that not work? Oh dear, I'm sorry. Okay, that's a bit strange. That should have worked. Yeah, it should have fired off droplets. Let me try that again. Maybe I have to refresh the redemption or something. I appreciate that, shotgun. I appreciate it. It was quite a ride. But it worked. Yeah, there's no confetti actually. I do have a confetti button, but it's broken. I have to fix it. I do have to fix it. Wow, so this actually worked. So the question is, this is gonna have to be ORM'd or something, because otherwise it doesn't know which stream. I wonder if this works without it. What happens if we take this out? What happens if we take this out? What happens? Does it break? More than one row returned by a subquery used as an expression. I was afraid of that. Great, so why are we doing this again? We're doing this so that we can have a time series, a clean time series with every viewer stat and raid stat in it. But this is not going to work because the reason this works like this is because we have one stream ID. But even with an ORM, we couldn't do this because it would have to get the latest stream ID each time, functionally, and then run this query with the latest stream ID. And then when the stream ends, it runs it one last time. Stream ID is coming from this table here. So there's a Twitch stream raw table. So every 2 minutes, the stream data is being written into this table. When that happens, a UUID is written with it. This UUID is a key. which we then use to clean up the stream raw table into columns. So for every stream, we already have the viewer count, but we only have the started at time. We don't have the timestamp. We have the inserted at here, which is when it was inserted, but not the original. Oh, wait a second. Wait a moment. Wait. Shotgun, you're so good for my stream. You know why? Because I just realized something. No, this table doesn't do that. But it could. Because in Twitch Stream Raw, I have the inserted at. I think we could technically I'm wondering if we can take this timestamp instead. There was probably a reason that I didn't. There's probably a reason why I didn't, and I don't remember what that reason is, and that scares me. But realistically, that data could only have been written in that table when that stream was happening. Yeah, oh, sorry, onwards, that one doesn't work. I need to disable that. I need to disable that. I need to disable that. Ever feel like you need to keep a journal while you're coding for things like that? Probably. Not saying that I would, but I probably should. I'm gonna disable that reward and figure out why it's not working later. Speaking of later, it's 12:20 and I have a doctor's appointment in the morning. Gaston! Gaston! So nice to see you. So nice to see you again. How are you? Speaking of later, yeah. Gaston, it's late for you. What are you doing awake? What are you doing awake? But it's great to see you. I'm sorry, Shotgun, that you were having fun. I'll try and take you somewhere where they're also having fun. How about that? But let me, let me see. Oh, there is a schedule command. There is a schedule command. What is floppy? Why didn't that work? Let me trigger that for you. I don't know why that didn't work.
Distort on.
Okay. Sorry, Floppy. I don't know what you did, but you did something. And now everything is kind of broken. Oh, it's 7:19 for you, Justin? Okay. What?
Distort off.
I don't know. I just come up with such random stuff. I come up with such random stuff that is just mind-blowing. I didn't know it was earlier for you, Gaston. I thought we were in the same time zone. Strange. Wait, how are there 3 streams on this channel Tuesday night? Oh, that's interesting. T. Drayson, can you explain that? Can you explain that, T. Drayson? There may be some duplicate stuff. 3 streams on this channel. Wait, what? Oh, it's 1 day. Oh, this is a schedule for our entire team. This is a schedule for the entire team. That's the claw.team. Sorry, I was confused. That makes a lot more sense. So everyone who's in the stream team, this is the schedule for everyone. Ah, so Ryan. Okay, interesting. I know that Metal and Coffee is probably on now. I don't know how up. I thought it was all you. No, I stream twice a week. Yeah, I don't know how old this is. TD should probably update this or something. Ah, Metal and Coffee's on, but it's Resident Evil. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, so this inserted at from when it was written into the stream, I guess we could take that timestamp. But for that, I'm gonna need to do some wrangling, because at the moment that isn't in this data set. The inserted at of when this was inserted, but not the inserted at from the raw. Yeah, that's an offline topic for sure. Dinner's ready. Finite, enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your dinner. Shotgun, thanks for stopping by. Appreciated that. By the way, how did you find my stream? I'm curious. Did you find it through the category page? Gaston, that's very sweet of you to say. I appreciate that. I also feel like you're a great person, for what it's worth. I don't know you so well. Recommended viewers also watched. Okay, cool. Thanks, Shotgun. I was curious, when new people join, I'm always curious where they're coming from. If anyone else feels like sharing how you found the channel, I'm always curious. Yeah, you definitely helped, Shotgun. Rubber ducking is always good, as they say. So I think we're gonna do the thing. Let's do the thing. Should we do the thing? And when you're done this app, you'll know automatically. Maybe. No, Twitch actually doesn't tell you where people come in from, which is garbage in my opinion. It's pretty sad. I see Rugmat has already prepared the right background. Garbage. I'm assuming I found the channel via White Panther, but I honestly don't remember. Oh, Ian, that's such a long time ago. That's totally fine. I was more curious about new viewers. That's not a black background either, Rugmat. That is also not good. Strange. Dark, dark, dark. Oh wait, you can't get darker. That's unfortunate. Oh. It took a minute. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, well, thank you, Beats, and Riding Shotgun, and T. Drayson and Splashly for the subs. I know, Shotgun, you were gifted by Alan, but that's okay. What is Floppy? Onwards, Sondriel, Codehop, Jengtron, Riding Shotgun, Exariva, Yuka, Sammy, Pinkstar, Ryan, and Michal or Michal Codes. Thank you very much for your follows. Yes, I found Discord on White Panther stream and see you on the Female Coder stream too. Hey, cool, Michal. Yeah, I remember we wrote quickly on Discord, exactly. Rugmat and Ian, thank you for those bits. Always very appreciated. we are going to go visit someone. I'm gonna check if the person that I'm thinking about is online, because that would be super cool if we could raid them. If not, we're going to raid somebody else, no doubt. I ask you to stay and show support for the next person if that's possible for you, because it's always very nice when when we can raid someone and show them lots of support. So let's see. No, they are not online anymore. Very unfortunate. Okay. So we are going to raid somebody else. That's totally fine. They are also really, really nice. Really, really nice person. Some of you may actually know them. Yeah, Metal's on, but she's doing Resident Evil. We're gonna stick to coding. First time viewer, that was the very interesting stream. Michal, I'm glad you think so. By the way, is it Michal or Michal, like a S sound? Just let me know. So we're gonna stay with coding. Most people do appreciate the coding, so we're gonna raid Verola. I don't know. H sound.
I am
Michal. Okay.
getting a text message. Bloop. Ah, there it is.
Am I getting a text message? Is that song TOS friendly? Yes, Shotgun, it is. Apparently. I may have to change it though.
Can't do
because
it.
I'm not
We'll
a
do it
big fan of it.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
See you all on Friday, chat. Thanks for the fun. Bye.